All right, folks, this is Sherman Ray, and this is the Livin in Vegas podcast for Friday. Let's get this show started, shall we? All right, and welcome everybody. This is Sherman Ray, and this is the Livin in Vegas podcast for a Friday, the first day of April, and already starting off the week, the end of the week with a bang already, I must say. Pretty excited. This is actually a pretty exciting day today. We've got some cool things to tell you about, especially in regards to our magazine. Just stellar things that are going to be happening this weekend in Las Vegas. But before all of that, I want to welcome all of our friends over on Facebook. I never even opened up any of our Facebook pages, so I'm going to do that right now. So if you're watching us on Facebook, I am opening up our Facebook pages right now because I didn't do it. I was in a rush. Sometimes you get in a rush. You think you're going to get everything done, but you don't. But you can actually watch us if you're on our Facebook page or on our group page, Living in Vegas group page. You're on our business page, which is Living in Vegas Mag, and you can always check us out over there. Or on our new page, we'll talk a little bit more about today, which is Living Weekly, which is really cool. I want to thank everybody who's actually joined us on Living Weekly. You probably got the word about what we're doing on Living Weekly, and so I'm just excited that you're able to join us. And I'm just opening up all those pages right now. So, as I said before, if you're with us anytime during this week, I can see your questions. So if you're on any of our Facebook pages, I can actually see your pages, or I can see your, any kind of chat that you're talking to us about. So whether that be on our group page, our business page, or on Living Weekly. So want to welcome you all to the show today on a Friday. Today is the magazine. So the magazine is actually going to be out today. So if you've been waiting for Living in Vegas magazine, that's what you're going to see today. It's going to be out. It'll be on our webpage. At livinvegas.com, it will be up today, probably about 10 o'clock or so. I've got a few things I've got to do early this morning. Besides the podcast, we've got to do the podcast, but then we'll upload the magazine, and you'll see that. On the cover are Kristen and Greg Berta, and so they've got a great story inside. They are local business owners, and you'll get to read all about their story because they've got such a fantastic story that they have to tell. It's called Junk Luggers. You'll also read about Tommy Allums. He's one of our premier advertisers. He's a mortgage company. And many, many others that are out there, especially some of the cool stories that we've got in there. So be sure to download this because you can actually download the magazine starting today on our website at livininvegas.com. And some of you may not be able to get there. You may not be able to get to our page at all. So all you have to do is send me an email. Just send it to info@livininvegas.com. That's info@livininvegas.com. And we'll actually send it to you. Okay, we'll send you the link that you can actually either you can view it online or you can download the entire magazine yourself. Take it with you. And if you're like me, wherever my phone is at, that's not good. Because my phone could start ringing right now. I'm looking for my phone right now. If you want to look at the magazine on your phone, you can actually take it with you and you can read it. And I've done that many, many times where I'm just checking out a story on the magazine. So we're very excited about what's going on for Living in Vegas magazine, and pick it out today. So it's the April edition, and this is our spring summer edition. Yeah, talk about some cool things. We'll talk a lot more about it as the show progresses. Um, a lot of cool things that are going to happen this weekend. Let's do this real quick, though. I've got something I want. Oh, let's tell you about the mixer first, okay? Because we've got a mixer that's coming up next week, and it's called The Happy Hour. It's a business networking mixer, and it is over at the Horse Trailer Hideout, which is 1506 South Main Street, and you can actually check that out. It's fun. I mean, the tickets are free. You can go to that mixer. It's April 7th, 5:30 to 7 p.m. Co-sponsored by our friends over at Beers with Friends. Of course, Livin Vegas magazine and the Horse Trailer Hideout itself. So, if you love craft beer, which I do, I love me some craft beer, but the cool thing about going over the horse trailer is that there's other business owners. And we've met some great business owners. We've got business owners signing up who are going to be at that event. I believe the happy hour, which we're calling it, is going to become one of the premier events that's going to be around. I really do. I just think it's going to be something that's going to continue to catch on. So once again, we will leave a link so you can register for the event on all of our platforms. You can see it on Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook, of course, Instagram, that kind of stuff. And you can register for that event, which is next week. So don't forget to be on that event. So, we've been having questions about where you can actually get the podcast. Let's say you are a very busy person and you don't have time to sit for the entire podcast here in the mornings or go to our YouTube channel. You just want to take it with you. Excuse me. You can actually download the podcast on Apple Podcasts, I believe Spotify for sure, and over at Anchor.fm. And all you've got to do is actually Google us in the Livin in Vegas podcast, Livin in Vegas podcast, or the Livin in Vegas podcast. Either one of those will take you to it. And it's not living with a G. Okay, that's not us. Okay, it's Livin. You'll see. You'll actually see other people actually had a podcast called Living in LV or whatever and stuff like that. But you'll see we've got a lot of podcasts, and we continue to add with them every day, because we come to you Monday through Friday. We talk about the people, the places, the trends, the events that shape the city of Las Vegas. And so you can actually check that out there. Okay. So I encourage you to do that. So let's get on with the stories, because there's a lot of stuff going on this weekend, and I want to make sure we get through all of this today. So first of all, First Friday. So First Friday is actually today. Okay, so I know you're thinking, Sherman, it's First Friday today. It is. It's First Friday today, and we didn't do this story yesterday. We were going to, but I got really busy and I got really wordy yesterday. There is actually a guide that you're actually able to download from the city of Las Vegas. I'll leave a link to it on our Facebook page and on our website. When you go down to First Friday downtown, you'll see about 1 million people down there. It's just a huge event. It's great. I think we got video on it, don't we? Yeah, I think we do. Let's see if we can pull up that video on First Friday. So First Friday, tons of people down there, and this is actually I think of one of the events earlier in the year or something like that. But think about this times 10. Okay, a lot of people. And and we want to give credit to the person who actually did this video, I guess. But First Friday is huge. It's a huge event, and you can't just park any place down there. So they're giving you guidelines on some places where you want to park and where you don't want to park on First Friday. And so we'll leave a link to that on our Facebook page, and we'll actually leave a link to it on our website over at livinvegas.com. So that you don't get your car towed. You know, there's nothing worse than getting your car towed. I'm telling you right now. I've had my car towed one time before in life, It ain't fun. And you come out, you've had a great night, you've been hanging out, you're having a great time. Oh, somebody said they can't hear me. Um, can you hear me now, Gwen? I hope you can. Um, I'm going to turn up the sound just a little bit more. And now, can you hear me now? I'm going to see if you can hear me now because I looks like you can hear me. Um, I think you can hear me. Um, so we've gone down to First Friday events before where you're spending all night long, you're enjoying yourself, you're having a great time, and then all of a sudden you go, oh my gosh, I can't, I can't find my car. So it's really important that you're able to find your car. So we'll leave a link to that. And I'm gonna leave a note to Gwen right now since she's watching the show right now. I'm gonna say, hey, can you hear me now? So let's see. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Hopefully she's on. I don't know if she's on right now, but we'll find out. Because it seems like, and I'm going to turn up the sound on my computer here, just to see if, and this will be obnoxious, folks, but I'll see if. Yeah, I can hear myself. So, okay, I know. Maybe the sound was down a little bit, so she couldn't hear me really well. So that makes sense. But so First Fridays tonight. It runs. I think it starts at about 5:30 or so. It'll run till you can't go anymore, and it's fun. It's crazy. I'm not being down there because I'm too old. Just gotta tell you, it's just I'm too old, and I'm not gonna get hurt down there. And but oh wait a minute, I think I've got the. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, here it is. Okay, this is actually the parking zones for the. And we're going to actually leave a link to this so you can actually download this so you can find out where to park for First Friday tonight. I mean, there's a lot of things going on. We'll leave a link to this and you can actually check that out. Okay, so that's important that you don't just go parking any place you want and think you're going to be able to be fine because you won't. Because you'll get your car towed. You really will. I mean, I wouldn't even chance it. If you're seeing a dirt lot and you say, hey, everybody else is parking there, don't trust it. Just don't trust it. Park in. They've got great buildings, and you can. The city building has a parking structure there. They even have a shuttle that'll take you down there. So that's some of those things like that you want to take advantage of. Okay. So the Grammy Awards are actually coming to Vegas, folks. The Grammy Awards actually are going to be here. It's this weekend, I believe, isn't it? No, Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday. Sunday starting about 8 o'clock Eastern Time, CBS. And it's going to be over... Where's it actually going to be at? Is it at the MGM? It's at the Garden? Yeah, it's over at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. And so Trevor Noah is going to guest host the event. And it's supposed to be really entertaining. And so that's going to be this weekend, folks. As you will probably find out today, and we'll talk a little bit more about some of the other things that are going on in Vegas this weekend because it's got a lot of stuff going on. You'll find that if you live here in Las Vegas, that we have more things going on here on a weekly basis than most places have in a yearly basis. So just in our weekends alone, we might have Katy Perry, we'll have this person, we'll have that person, the weekend, we'll have concerts. Regular headliners, as a matter of fact, Pauly Shore, who is one of my favorite guys. Pauly Shore, come on, we'll sell. Pauly Shore is actually downtown. He's over at the Grand downtown, and and the reason why I mentioned Pauly Shore because I like the guy. I think he's funny as heck. And where's his story at? I know I got his story here. There it is. So he's going to be over at downtown Grand. He'll be there starting about 10 o'clock. So, no. Oh, I'm so sorry. Pauly's not going to be there. I thought he was. I saw this ad for him, and I did not look at the date on it, but we'll find him. So there's actually a couple other places that are going on downtown. And Pauly, I'm so sorry that we missed you, but we'll find you. but we do know Carrot Top is going to be down. So Carrot Top is playing. So we normally have on a Friday our Carrot Top watch to find out what Carrot Top's doing because we love Carrot Top. But I did not. I forgot to get his graphic up today, and I apologize for that. But we'll make sure that we get that in. Let's tell you about a special offer we've got here, folks. And before I get in trouble, okay. Hi, everybody. It's Sherman Ray for Livin in Vegas podcast. Are you a business owner that's looking to get the word out about his product, service, or even just a great message out there? Well, we'd like to give you that opportunity by being a guest on Livin in Vegas podcast. It's super simple. All you've got to do is contact us at advertising@livininvegas.com. That's advertising@livininvegas.com, and we'll schedule you for an interview on Livin in Vegas podcast. I'm Sherman Ray for Livin in Vegas podcast, where we talk about the people, the places, the trends, and the events that shape the city of Las Vegas. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. All right. And thank you so much, Mr. Ray, for giving us that informative little ditty. So if you would like to be an underwriter for the show, which means we'll talk about your business, and you're helping us subsidize the show, which we always need. We always need more people to come alongside of us. Just send us your contact information to advertising@livininvegas.com. That's advertising@livininvegas.com. And we'll get your stuff on it, whether it be product placement. There's all kinds of ways that you can actually get your business on the show. And hopefully, folks, here's the deal. We are working on more stuff. We're a media company, and our media company is always looking for ways to get the word out about business. So this is real big stuff. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to be talking with somebody right after the show. That's why the magazine's not getting out until a couple hours after the show's over with. But we want to give people an opportunity to get their businesses out there as much as possible. In this day and age where the cost of advertising is through the roof, we want to make it affordable for everybody. We really do. And so we'll be talking to a couple other people about some of the cool stuff that we're working on this weekend, and I hope you are able to join us. Let's talk about some of the things that are going on this weekend. So over at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, they're actually having the 4 Wide Nationals. It's an NHRA drag racing National Hot Rod Association championship. We'll leave a link to this on our Facebook page, and I think it's already up on our website, where you can actually get tickets for this event. Now this is starting April 1st, so it's starting today. It'll run through the 3rd. If you've never seen 4 Wide drag racing, it's killer. I mean, it's just simply killer. I'm going to see if I think I don't have it up already, so I do have it up, but I don't think I'm going to be able to pull this off real quick. It's a killer thing that you can actually be a part of. It's cool enough to watch 2 cars drag race. Now you're seeing 4 cars drag racing down a strip. Very, very cool. So many of you probably heard about The Rock. So The Rock is that's a little big, isn't it, Sherman? I think so. So The Rock is over at Madame Tussauds. I'm gonna make that just a little bit smaller because The Rock he's famous, but his head's too big. So you probably saw this story about The Rock and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. This is actually not him. I know it looks like it's him, but these are actually wax figures. Madame Tussauds, fabulous wax museum in all of her locations in Las Vegas, New York, LA, and Orlando, are going to be unveiling 4 new figurines of the Red Notice star for the museums. So these are actually wax replicas of The Rock. So isn't that cool? Now, how would you like to have somebody do your physique and stuff like that on but they can make me taller. That would be cool. I wouldn't mind if they did it if they just made me taller. But if you go to Madame Tussauds here in Vegas, you'll actually be able to see Dwayne Johnson. And so this is what Rock said when he saw about it. He put it on Instagram. He said, "The most honest way I can describe this is so cool." He wrote. So I think he likes it. He likes the fact that he's got his face up. That's amazing, isn't it? I think that's just amazing that you actually would have The Rock up there. I don't know. I think it kind of be eerie to stand next to myself. I got the look, the eyebrow, stuff like that. I think that would be kind of eerie, but that's just me. Um, you know what? So I want to remind everybody that the magazine, the Livin in Vegas magazine, it is actually up. It's going to be up actually in about another hour and a half. I'll give it about an hour and a half. And the reason why is because I've got some things I'm working on right now. And I want to make sure it's up. But this is actually the cover of the magazine. You can actually check that out. It's very exciting. I'm excited to have this one up. This is our spring-summer issue. On the cover, Greg and Kristen Berta. And they are the owners of Junk Luggers. So Junk Luggers is actually, it's more than just a company that hauls away your junk. They are actually a giving foundation. They do a lot of cool things. You've got to read the story. So you got to read the story about what they actually do that makes them different. Okay, and so they are, they approached us and said, "Hey, we'd like to be on the cover." And a lot of people go, "Well, you know, you're selling your cover, blah, blah." No, we didn't sell our cover. We found a group or somebody, a company that actually exemplifies who we are, okay, and what we do. And so I'm very proud to be a part of what they're doing. And so you'll pick up your copy today. Start about, to be safe, make it 10:30, 11 o'clock. And you'll actually be able to get this spring-summer edition of Livin in Vegas magazine. And so we're very excited about that. Read all about all the articles that we've got in there. So there's tons of stuff in there. I mean, just tons of stuff. Some of our friends in the craft brewery realm are in the magazine. We got talking about summer things that are going on in the summer because it's a spring-summer issue. I think you're going to really enjoy it. So once again, you can check that out. You can actually check it out at livininvegas.com. So you can actually get that livininvegas.com, and you can see that and download it. And if not, guess what? I'll email it to you. Okay, and really, if you want me to email this to you, just send me an email. Send it to info@livininvegas.com. info@livininvegas.com. And you can actually get a copy of this, a PDF copy of it, download it, you can read it yourself. Okay, and take it with you. Take it to school. Don't read it while you're driving. Okay, that's all I can say. Do not read this while you're driving, and you can actually check this out. So I'm very excited about the magazine that's out today. Okay, so what else is going on, folks? Okay. So I'm going to move up here. So many of you heard about this guy. His name is John Lear. So John Lear is, if you've been here a long time, and many people have been here in Las Vegas for quite a long time, and if you have, you probably recognize this guy. John Lear is a famous aviator, and he was probably named the conspiracy brother. If there was a conspiracy brother, it was this guy. George Knapp for Channel 8 used to interview this guy back in the 70s. And, actually 2000. So I think his last interview was like 2007 or something like that. But people said he was a nut because he was really interested in what was going on at Area 51. Well, he died recently. John Lear, he died recently, and his last words to his daughter were, "Tell everybody that my new journey has just begun." So something like that. So he's departed for his next adventure. is what it is. And so he died at 79 years of age. We pay tribute to guys like this. Now, personally, I don't, I admire people who are just, they're dogged, determined to find out, what's going on all over the world. Area 51 is an area that I'm more, I tend to think that you should stay away from there, because that's really where we develop all kinds of secret stuff out there. And generally, it's the secret stuff that keeps us safe. But John Lear, Bob Lazar, and all these UFO hunters were all hell-bent on finding out what was going on at Area 51. And so, and yes, John Lear was the son of Bill Lear, the guy who developed the Lear jet. Famed aviator, set a lot of records, all that cool stuff. And but he died. So we want to pay tribute to him and say, hey, thank you for being here. How much time do I have? I just got a couple more. All right, so I want to do something about UNLV, because this is really big stuff. We just got a new coach out there, and make sure I get him up here. Oh, am I going to get him? Yes, I got him. All right, so this is guys. How do you say his name? Guyska Crowley. So now he's the chief of staff over at UNLV for the guys football. And so very excited about this guy. And so Guy, or they call him Guy. I know I keep calling him Guy, but that's his nickname, Guy. Guy Crowley. He has been elevated to the newly formed position of chief of staff for head coach Marcus Arroyo. And we want to thank him for sticking it out. I mean, this guy's been around the Rebels for a little bit, and we're so excited that he's now being elevated to this cool position. He's going to be doing a lot of liaison work. Part of his position will be to handle the day-to-day operations of the program, including overseeing the departments of recruiting and personnel, as well as acting as head coach's liaison for compliance. And so it's very cool to see a guy get elevated to a real cool position where he's actually going to be doing a lot more. I am thinking myself that this guy may be doing some, if he were on a pro team, his next move would be to GM. Okay, it really would be. That's really kind of where he needs to be at, because he's just got a really cool skill set. Started out high school football, and did a lot of that stuff. He worked with the U.S. Army All-American Bowl and Under Armour All-American game. And now he's at the collegiate level. I'm thinking somebody's going to be looking at him to be a GM at some point. Maybe the Raiders, just saying that they're looking for somebody to study to be on the Raiders, that kind of stuff. So very good. Guy, congratulations on all the stuff that you're doing over for us over at UNLV, and we thank you so much. I want to remind you one more time, because I'm out of time. I want to remind you again, this weekend, a great read for you is Livin in Vegas magazine. It is. It really is. I didn't say anything about our other magazine because I really want you to get this in your spirit. Livin in Vegas magazine is out this weekend, folks, so you actually can check that out. And you can get a copy of it on our website at livininvegas.com. That's livininvegas.com. And download it. Check it out. Read about Kristen and Greg Berta. You can read about Bin 702. All kinds of cool stuff that we've got in our magazine. I really think you're going to enjoy this one. This is probably one of the better ones that we've gotten out so far. And there's so much more to go. So go pick up a copy of this on our website at livininvegas.com, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So next week, I've got an interview that we'll be taping on Monday. So you're actually going to be able to hear about a pastor who actually went to Poland to help out the folks in Ukraine. So we're going to be taping that on Monday. So hopefully we'll get that up to you Tuesday. You can check that out. It's some really cool stuff. So in the meanwhile, though, this is Sherman Ray, and this has been the Livin in Vegas podcast. where we've talked about the people, the places, and the trends that shape the city of Las Vegas. We'll see you again Monday at 8:30 for the Livin in Vegas podcast. Bye-bye, folks.